Eat, drink, eat, drink. Eat, 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 drink, drink, drink. Would you eat on the trail? Would you eat on a rail? Would you eat in a tree? On some scree? Or as you pee? Could you eat on some rocks? Or out of socks? Can you eat on the run? What about when it's no longer fun?
I'm so tired of eating!
The average 150-pound runner is going to burn about 130 calories running a 13-minute mile. If you decide you're going to keep that up and run a 32-mile ultra, you're going to find yourself 4,100 calories. That's in addition to the 1,000 calories that you need just to survive. So take that number and divide it by the staple of endurance foods, the peanut butter and jelly sandwich. 342 calories of sweet, salty goodness. So take that, divide it by that, and you get, that's a lot of sandwiches. The real question is how many sandwiches can you eat before the mere thought of eating another peanut butter and jelly sandwich makes you want to gag? When you've eaten so much that your taste buds give up, this is called palate fatigue. You look at your water and your little baggie of food and you just go, ugh. Your mouth goes, no way. Nope, can't make me eat that. If you only ate peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, I'm guessing that after about 5 sandwiches, you'd have a hard time forcing them down. Luckily, you don't have to eat just peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and that's tip number 1, variety. Mix it up. There are lots of foods that are easily packable on runs. Granola bars, waffles, and peanut butter and jelly sandwiches are all different, but they're all still kind of the same. So to branch out, you might could try fresh and dried fruit, nuts, pickles, Coke, chicken broth, rice balls, French toast, quesadillas, gels, popcorn, muffins, straight up sugar, bacon. Any food is a possibility. It's just some are easier than others. See what others are eating and ask what they use. Part of the joy of long distance running is trying new things that explore options that enable you to push yourself farther. Don't be afraid of weird combinations. Sometimes the weird is just enough of a shakeup. When you get to the late stages of a 50 or 100 miler, weird combos might be a joyful relief from the boring staple of food. On my 100-mile run, in a confused fog, I put lemon lime gnarly in chicken broth. It was awful, but it was a welcome change. I smiled and laughed about it for the next few miles. And in contrast, it made the other foods seem better. It's just this kind of drama that will keep you entertained on the long days on the trail. The more creative you get, the more food you can take with you. Number 2, add some surprises. If your race has a drop bag, consider having somebody else put a surprise in there that's small, packable, and edible. It will break you out of the run diet rut you find yourself in. It will also give you something to look forward to. It's literally like Christmas every 11 miles. Just remember to be careful when trying new things on race day. You need to know that your stomach can handle the new foods. If you have a sensitive stomach, it's best just to stick to what you know. Number 3, hide your calories in your fluid. You're going to drink a lot of water along the way, so you might as well hide some of those calories. I run with 1 bottle of water on one side and a bottle of electrolytes on the other. Instead of using an electrolyte only mix, I use a product like Tailwind. They have expertly combined calories and electrolytes.
Sneaky, sneaky.
I don't like the idea of getting all of my calories from liquid, but it's nice to get an extra calorie boost. And for an even more boost, I switched to the caffeinated version later in races. Tailwind has many different flavors and even a naked, unflavored version. The flavors are chalky and tame. It's not the kind of thing you want to drink when you go to a restaurant. I would say this is rather dull, but it's the perfect level of sweetness for the long days on the trail when taste buds are being pushed to their limit. Number 4, mind over matter. Sometimes you just have to make it happen. Long distance running is a battle of the mind over the body. Many times your body is going to want to give up and stop. But luckily, Over the course of your training, you have had the chance to strengthen your mind so that when things get hard, you can make your body do things it doesn't want to do.
I'm so tired of eating. Stop complaining, do your job, and eat your food.
Okay, if I have to. You can hold off palate fatigue for a long time, but there comes a point when you will experience palate fatigue. Luckily, through your training, you have developed the mental strength just to make it happen. Tip number 5, just don't stop. When palate fatigue hits, it can hit hard. The last thing you want to do is eat more food. You are tired and you have been eating so much for so long. It is incredibly tempting to just stop, but that is a very bad choice. While it might feel good to stop eating, future you will be in a very bad place, not having the calories they need to keep going. And when you run out of calories, you bonk. And the bonk is far worse than palate fatigue. And when you do bonk, guess what? You still have palate fatigue. Ultra running is all about trying new things. A little tweak here, a little adjustment there, all so that you can go a little bit farther. Hopefully these tips can help. And just don't forget, keep eating and keep moving. You want to learn more about ultra running? Check out some of these videos.